Charlie Bonnick here with UCCS Athletics, here with head coach Jeff Culver of your UCCS men's basketball team. First off, Coach, how's the mindset in practice right now?
Well, we're a little tired. It's finals week, coming off a long trip with a couple of rough games. So guys are just plugging through. We're grinding away at this. And, our primary focus is just being able to be ready mentally and physically on Friday.
And, you've been an athletic, you've been an athletic director, been a coach. Really, what is the toughest part of being a student athlete in your opinion?
Well, balance, life and balance, right? That's the toughest part. These student athletes have a lot going on, and especially when you come to this time of year when, especially for the young student athletes that maybe aren't familiar with grinding out a full season and when you lead up to a long winter season, especially in basketball with a 6 week of preseason and then you're grinding away a lot of travel and you're balancing your studies, your homework, your social life, your let alone your specific sport. And so this is that time of year where you really feel the effects of that. Weather changing, it's getting cold out and trying to get enough sleep. Trying to take care of your studies and also trying to perform at your utmost on the court or on the field. So, just in general for college, students figuring out balance and time management is tough. But when you add the sports contingent to that, it makes it difficult to manage your time.
Now this weekend you guys have two games. First off, you guys are playing Colorado Christian University. So what do you guys really know about CCU and what are going to be some factors?
Good team. They've got some good wins under their belt. They're very competitive. Their guard play is outstanding. A lot of guys that can shoot it and drive it. They'll play some 4-guard, 5-guard lineups, so they can really spread you out and hurt you off the bounce, as well as with guys that can shoot it with range.
And just knowing, they might go a 4-guard or 5-guard lineup. Do you guys switch anything on your side? Just knowing you guys have you guys are deep on the post.
Well, there's always that balance where you have to be able to defend their action and their personnel, and you also don't want to stray too far from who we are and what we try to do. So that's what we'll be seeking out, is that balance and whatever it takes, to come out with a win.
And really, for this week, being back at home, what are you guys really going to focus on as a team?
Well, a little bit of everything still now. We have to shoot the ball a lot better. Our poor offense has really affected our defense. We're working a lot on ball screen defense, and we're working a lot on our free throw shooting and just overall offensive schemes and movement. We're continuing to play with some different lineups, trying to find some good chemistry and just getting a lot of reps, quite frankly, at this point, and just trying to grind through, getting a little better every day.
And you've had a couple of days just to really look back about last weekend, and really some close games sent shattered into overtime, and then a couple digits lost to Regis. So really, what do you guys take away now from those games, and what did you guys really improve on from that last weekend?
We tried not to get too low, on losses, and as we're trying not to get too excited with the few wins that we've had. But, if you look at our season, outside of our Pueblo game, we've been in every game, and we've lost some close ones, tough ones on the road, and all the while we're not playing very well. And this past weekend, I thought that we made a lot of mistakes, and we really aren't close to our ceiling at all. We got a lot of talent in the gym, a lot of guys that are capable. We trust that, and we trust that if we keep working hard and trying to learn from our mistakes, that we will get better. And so it's that process that we have to have faith in, and just kind of dive in, all of us, to that process and commit to it and not get frustrated when things don't go wrong. Just be able to learn from that, be able to grow from that. And we know it's going to happen. We're going to start clicking sooner or later. I'd rather sooner than later. But irregardless, we just need to put together more consecutive possessions on both ends of the floor and just trust that we're capable of playing a lot better. And so if we just clean up a little bit, we win these close games on the road that we've been losing. So we're never going to play a perfect game. We're not looking for that. We're just trying to play better and make less mistakes.
You guys are 3-0 at home this year, and really just talking about that home factor advantage. UC has one of the best crowds and one of the best gyms in the RMAC. My opinion, but what's the biggest factor being at home? Is it the crowds? Is it just your own schedule? Really, what's that factor?
Well, I think there's a lot that goes into that, not having to travel, sleeping in your own bed, staying on more of a routine at home, shooting on your own rims. It's the same floor we practice on every day. That helps. And then certainly our crowd is great. We hope these next 5 games at home we can get some crowd out because, school will be out of session, and I know students are out of the residence halls come Saturday at noon. So we're hoping we can still get crowds. That's that icing on the cake that really enhances the home field, home court advantage, and so we'll hopefully be able to take advantage of that this weekend.
And just taking a look at the basketball season as a whole, most of your games played over winter break. So really, what is that big factor, just knowing that your players just have basketball?
Yeah, it's always a dilemma. We get some extra court time to be able to work on some things, but it's also a lot of downtime, and being able to manage that downtime is critical. So, I think I'd almost rather travel over the winter break, but we're at home and we'll manage that as best we can. And after this weekend, we'll have a week off for the guys, and then we'll get back at it and just try to manage that downtime as best as we can.
Well, there you have it. Head coach Jeff Culver of your UCCS men's basketball team taking on CCU at 7:30. Coach, good luck.
Thank you.